So Stephen, I'm so excited to be here. Your book is coming out in a matter of days. I've had the pleasure of being able to read an early copy, and I have to tell you I love it. And I guess we're here to grill each other, or I'm here to grill you.
Oh no, I'm going to grill you too.
Oh, okay. Okay. It goes both ways. What is one Degrassi storyline that you sincerely regret and that you wish never happened?
I think you know the answer to this question, and it's not the Toby taking laxatives so that he could be a better wrestler story.
Okay.
It's not the Liberty wearing a cape episode.
Oh, that was a good one.
I don't know if you remember that one.
I absolutely remember that
Right.
one.
No, it was, of course, the Spinner and Emma marriage.
Right.
Now, do you feel about that the same way I feel about it, that it was one of the biggest regrets of my life?
I feel it was one of the biggest regrets of my life.
Yes.
From day one, I was all about Sean and Emma.
Yes.
I thought they should have made it. Thought they were fantastic.
This is what I tell myself. It's possible that Emma and Spinner actually had made a good life together. And maybe sometime in the future we could bring back and tell the story of what goes on.
I'd be curious.
Speaking of being curious, I've got something for you. But this is something that yes. Here's Miriam's McDonald signature.
Gosh.
You would have been 13 at the time.
My signature's gotten so much messier since then.
But you gave this, or you all gave this to me and Linda. I'll sort of show it like this.
So long ago.
So that was at the end of season 1. Do you remember the very first read-through?
I do. I don't think I knew what I was doing, but I do remember it.
And I can still remember a little bit of the audition of the young Miriam McDonald, because you had a vulnerability, which is what we really look for. And there was just something about it that I remember those first auditions well. Linda and I generally weren't told a lot of things that went on. For example, we were never told that Aubrey was secretly sleeping at the studio because it was the only way that he could get to set on time first thing in the morning. But are there any secrets that you've never told that Linda and I haven't known about from back in the day?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if I can say them in front of... I mean, sure, I'll go for it.
You can say that we can always edit it out,
yeah.
or we can bleep it, and the audience will just have to guess who you're talking about.
Well, when it was one of our first trips to New York, and our chaperones had told us, okay, you've got to do a shoot for Teen People in the morning. We're picking you up at whatever it is, 8 a.m. or something like that. And they said goodnight. We were in our rooms. Cassie and I snuck out in New York. We were like literally standing on the side of the road, little teenagers, got into a car with some random guys.
Oh man!
Oh yeah. I don't even know if we had fake IDs, but they somehow like got us into a club. We literally had to shoot for Teen People, which was like a big deal.
Yes.
The next morning. And yeah, we were out until about 4 a.m. I'm not 100%. I feel like maybe like Andrea Lewis or Stacey Farber may have ratted us out, but I'm not 100% sure. I think everyone sort of tried to just go through the shoot as if nothing had happened. But we were so excited to be in New York. We sort of wanted to take advantage of being there. But
oh, that's a good story. Now, the one that I did hear and was told later was, I think it might have been Aubrey, or it might have been Jake Epstein, or maybe both of them were on a trip, and they wanted to get some liquor out, which was locked in one of those little mini bars, and so they were shaking the mini bar, and it came out there was a bill for like $10,000 or something like that, because whenever you moved them, it racked up a charge.
I remember hearing that story. Let's go back in time and imagine you were in high school and you were transported into the Degrassi world. Who do you think you would have clicked with, and who would have been your friends?
Well, probably Toby, oddly enough, because I was a total nerd back in high school. I had braces, I had glasses, I did well in school. I was a nerd in nerds' clothing, and back in those days it was not cool to be a nerd. Like, one of the things that I really wish was that it was like today, when being a nerd is cool. Like Elon Musk is a nerd. And,
he's everyone's favorite.
Exactly.
I empathize. I definitely was. I mean, it's no secret I had some exquisitely awkward times. To say the least.
That's what makes us who we are today.
It absolutely does. It builds character.
Yeah.
And going back to the book, if you were, I mean, I think you do touch on it, but if you were to think of one piece of life advice that you would give to someone from your experiences in show business and just life itself, what would be sort of the biggest?
I think people always say, follow your dreams, follow your heart. And I actually don't think that's good advice, because I think the best advice is know your dream. Because if you know what your dream is, what your true dream is, then you're going to follow it no matter what. If you don't really know what your dream is, if you think it's I want to be a billionaire. Well, why do you want to be a billionaire? Because then I could do this. Okay, well, but keep going back until you realize, oh no, actually I want to be healthy. I want to have good relationships with people. And if you get right down to what the real dreams are, then you probably find you've been following them and you're gonna reach them. Well, thank you. That was fun.
Thank you. Yeah.